All right, y'all, let's get it. I know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, better understanding the self, and giving praise to the Most High. So check this out in this video. We going over Jasmine Crockett being exposed. We're going over George Soros and his connection to the Democratic Party. We're gonna go over some exposing tonight. Got a good one for y'all tonight. But I'm gonna bring y'all the Standard of True podcast, the elected official that I was telling y'all that's running that has no affiliation with Divine Nine, uh, brother named Sheldon. I'm gonna let her go over this, but we're gonna play this. I'll make sure y'all tap in with me. I appreciate everybody tapping in with me, but I got a good one for us tonight, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in to the
Gotta talk. We gotta talk about Shon Daniels, the Texas congressional opponent of Jasmine Crash Out Crockett. And so, what I want to do to kind of lay the foundation for this,
I like that. Jasmine Crash Out Crockett. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. She crashing out.
is I came across a TikTok video that sparked my interest. Matter of fact, I think it was Marshall. Marshall is like the co-producer of this show. Most of the clips that I get and the content that I do comes from Marshall because Marshall
Salute.
keeps it coming. He always keeps the content fresh. And so I saw this
Jasmine
TikTok
Crash Out Crockett.
and it caught my attention because I just recently did a video on Jasmine Crockett and
She
I just
crashing
did
out.
it from a content creation perspective where I don't like congressional behavior that embarrasses the culture. Y'all
Straight
can say
up.
what y'all want. I don't care about what everybody else is doing, right? Just like when you have your children and you like that, I'm not their mama. That's not my concern. My concern is why are you acting a fool? That's how I approach this situation. So she is a liberal and she is a Democrat. And by and large, most liberal Democrats that are female are very feminist in nature. And so their worldview is just
Salute to
skewed
them.
off the rip, right? But when I saw this TikTok,
Man, you know I
it
be
raised
tried.
some questions. And then I started digging some more.
I dare you to let
Yo,
me
my
build
bad,
you a
y'all.
completely free
Why they
e-commerce
doing
store.
us like that?
Pre
We getting clapped.
And then I
Salute
saw
to
another
everybody in the
video.
chat.
So what we're going to do is let me first share this TikTok that I found.
Jasmine Crockett, looks like you're in some deep, deep troubles as Shon Daniels has come online and reported that you have taken political contributions from an elderly couple who are retired in the sum of $16,000. And Sheldon took it a step further and went to their house to confirm if they knew that they made these political contributions to Jasmine's campaign. In turn, his wife, who answered the door, said she knew nothing about them ever paying anything to her campaign. And when Sheldon asked to speak with her husband, he was out of town on his way to Colorado. So he left the paperwork with them to show them the receipts and went on about his day. But something is fishy. I smell a fish fry for sure. Maybe that's why Jasmine thinks it's necessary to Kendrick Lamar herself down the hall of the Congress with her tongue sticking out. Maybe it's all a play and a distraction from the fraudulent stuff that she's really involved in.
So
See what I told y'all, man. I'm gonna let them play with it. I knew she was behind some crooked stuff going on. We all can tell she worth $9 million on a $170,000 salary that she just got in. It wasn't like she been in there. But this is what they do. This is what George Soros and these groups, this is what they do. They be stealing. I'm telling you, they are professional thieves. Check it out.
hopefully you guys were able to hear that. I had to edit that video and increase the volume on it because it was really, really low. So hopefully Hopefully you guys were able to hear that. And so this was the TikTok that got me to think, and I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean a $16,000 campaign contribution from a retired couple that don't know nothing about it? Now, the other day I did a video on Act Blue and how there have been a lot of issues with Act Blue, which is the payment processing fundraising arm of the Democrat Party, where there have been a lot of people, particularly older, elderly ones who are either not paying attention or are retired, where there have been these small dollar amounts in multiple frequencies given to certain politicians in these people's names, and the people are unaware. They're like, I never gave this money. In the video that I did the other day, there was this woman. She was like, well, I am a Democrat and I'm pro Kamala. And I didn't give that money, but I'm not trying to help Trump. So, she didn't care either way. Like I said, these people ain't got no principles. So we really wouldn't expect her to feel some sort of kind of way. When you are wicked and you are trained in wickedness, you don't even care that wickedness is being done on your behalf because you're wicked, right? That was uneventful. But what I'm noticing is that this is a trend and a pattern with the vast majority of these George Soros-backed politicians. And so I find it interesting that Jasmine has a lot of...
Y'all, that's the guy that's behind this, man. It's George Soros. I don't know why he's just getting black women and he's putting them in these positions and he having them attacking other white men that he's beefing with. He putting our women in the middle with these organizations and they're representing us, and this ain't even what we represent.
Smoke and a lot of bravado for Elon Musk, saying Elon Musk steals and $5,000 and what is that going to do? That's not going to hardly do anything. She is very much trying to put up a smoke screen. She's trying to put up a smoke screen so that no one is really paying attention to, one, how is your net worth what it is? Two, where is your money coming from? Why are you actually advocating for policies that are bad for your community, such as open borders, right? That is like, why are you like so... She's a member of the Equality Caucus, which is the LGBT caucus. So she's Congressional Black Caucus and Equality Caucus. But she spends a lot of time advocating for the trans community. And in her words, the trans community, they're not going anywhere. And then she tried to hitch trans rights to civil rights. And I told y'all that was the Trojan horse. We want to, revere these civil rights heroes of yesteryear. But what y'all don't know is that these civil rights heroes were always on the LGBT train. That is not new. And it was like Obama was just the advent of that. That's when it came out the closet. But Bayard Rustin was a sodomite. He was one of the right-hand men of MLK. There were several known homosexuals, Nikki Giovanni. Like, the LGBTQ community was always hitched to the civil rights struggle. It's just back then they couldn't be as outright with it, even though everybody knew that Bayard Rustin, everybody knew all about Bayard Rustin's past. And the reason why the LGBTQ rainbow cult has always been a part of civil rights, but it's just now being discovered by us. We know that to be the case because if you look at the NAACP, they advocate for this type of thing now. I don't know if you guys were aware, but Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, they did a whole documentary on.
This is what I'm saying. Barack Obama started this, bro. This is what happens when we don't have FBA into these positions and we got Greek life. See, now we got to separate. You got black people and then you got Greek life. So we haven't participated in politics yet. Us as the real people, boots on the ground. We've been getting played. We got a whole nother sector of people that's playing politics and they're gatekeeping these positions. So this is the cause of that. So my point is, until we get rid of this Divine Nine, because they are flooded in the whole politics. we're gonna have people stealing the money that's supposed to go to us, and they're gonna be sending it to their organizations and sending it to their superiors and stuff like that.
Bayard Rustin. Like, why would they be interested in profiling a
Having your information freely available on the internet makes it easier for anyone to impersonate you online or even
homosexual civil rights worker? And when you watch the documentary, they actually celebrate his sodomy and hail him as a hero, that he was a trailblazer. And, you know, it was about the struggle, but it was more about him living his authentic self, right? And I also thought it was interesting. I can't prove this, but I watched that documentary, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with Sheldon. We're going to get to Sheldon in a minute. But in the documentary of Bayard Rustin, there's this character that I believe the person, I don't believe the character is fictional, but the name they gave him in the documentary is fictional. He's a pastor that Bayard Rustin ends up having a thing for. And they end up having this secret relationship, and Bayard is encouraging him to be his authentic self and to live in his truth and to stop suppressing who he really is. And they show this pastor battling this world of being a pastor with a wife and a baby on the way, and already having children, with this lure, this pull on his heartstrings to want to be a homosexual and to live in his authentic truth. I thought it was funny that they painted this individual as a pastor. And I can't prove who that pastor is, but I have some thoughts of who it might be based on some context clues and some information that has come out about, you know, some of the sexual proclivities of some of these civil rights leaders. I got a feeling I know who it is, but the way that the documentary frames it, they don't explicitly name this person, but I'll leave that to your imagination.
Shon Daniels a good dude.
But what I want to do now is I want you guys to hear from Sheldon. I want you to hear from him because he's going to explain. He is going to explain.
Might have to get him on the show.
What he discovered, and we're going to walk alongside him as he explains it to us.
All right, guys. So I'm about to go to Randy Best's house, introduce myself, and just ask them straight up if they contributed to Jasmine's campaign, if they contributed that amount, and why they like her so much, because I might be able to learn a little bit of something while I'm up here. I'm way up here in Collin County. I'm in Plano, Texas, very far from TX30. It's very peculiar that somebody up here would give that much money to a candidate in our district. Maybe they have a special connection to the district. Let's go find out. I'm not going to film them. I'm not going to put any faces or anything on there. I'm just going to have my camera down at the ground. I'm going to be standing in a public, area in open air. I'm just, recording what's going on around me. Let's see what happens.
Shout out to that brother. He's an attorney.
All right, here's the house. Here's the house right here. Here we go.
Y'all smash that like button for me. Get me on the algorithm.
How you doing, ma'am?
No soliciting.
I'm not here. I'm not a solicitor. I'm attorney Shon Daniels.
Okay.
Is there a Randy Best who lives here?
That's my husband.
Yeah. I just want to verify. Are you guys aware that you were charged over $16,000 last year? Yeah. I have a list of charges. I'm just here to verify that you guys know about this. $16,240 in political contributions to a candidate named Jasmine Crocket. Do you remember that at all? Does your husband remember that at all?
I don't know. He's on the road on
Ain't nobody giving that type of money up.
Colorado.
Okay. It says here that he's not employed. Is he employed now?
No, we're retired.
Okay. I can leave this with you if you want. It's got your information on it.
Yeah, you could just leave it on the table.
Yes, ma'am. You mind if I take a picture?
Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Okay, guys, so I just drove by the home of this Randy Best guy. This guy, he's a 73-year-old retiree, unemployed.
16,000.
He and his wife, I guess they just travel around in an RV or something. I don't know, but he's on the road. His wife answered the door. She said that they had no idea what these charges were, and they had no idea that they were charged $16,000 or that they are responsible for $16,000 in political contributions to Jasmine Crocket. Yet she has them listed as political contributors. Now, mind you, I'm way up here in Plano. I'm in a totally different county. I'm in Collin County right now. The only reason why I'm even able to do this is because I practice law all over North Texas and I drive all over. So I know North Texas very well, Collin County, Dallas County, Tarrant County, Denton County, Grayson County. A lot of shady stuff going on with Jasmine Crocket. And I see why she was doing all this, because she's trying to distract from the corruption. I wonder how deep it goes.
She's stealing, man.
DanielForUs.com. You guys, I am thoroughly excited to interview Mr. Daniels. He is a father. He is a veteran. He is a lawyer. He's a well-accomplished, masculine, exceptional man. And the reason why I'm stressing that is because I firmly believe that one way to kind of turn the tide in our culture, and a lot of you may not like this, and that's okay. You'll be fine. I do believe we've got too much matriarchal squalor. And when I say matriarchal squalor, it's going to lead into the next segment that I'm going to discuss on feminism. We've allowed too much of the matriarchy to grab the reins and to be in charge. And what we have found is that it has not just led our communities astray, it has led our nation astray. Matriarchal squalor is this term that I use to describe a whole lot of estrogen feminine leadership that unfortunately is full of emotion, low on positive results, and it's absent of any sort of male leadership or headship. And so because everything is so out of order and it's such a heavy imbalance, we are finding that our homes are a mess, which in turn causes our communities to be a mess, which in turn just causes the culture to go in a direction that is less than favorable. And so to have a man desire to serve in this capacity and to run against Jasmine Crocket in an effort to unseat her, I believe this is a wonderful time for us to experience something like this, because there are a lot of individuals in the culture that agree with me that Jasmine is not a good representation to send to Capitol Hill. She is just, we can focus on her policies. And when we overwhelmingly look at the policies that she supports, like most Black women, they are very far left progressive. And far left progressivism is not good for the Black community. It's not good for human flourishing. And overall, it's just not good for the country. It is the policies for me, the wholesale womb assassination, the support of.
Are you looking to start your own business? Well, look no further than busy.com. Right now, we'll complete your
LLC. We got too many women. They know what they're doing.
LGBTQ rights over and above. Like, homosexuals do not have rights that no one else has. It is the special rights that they are advocating for that I believe has created a very unhealthy obsession with sexual perversion. I don't need to know who you sleep with. I don't need to know who you're attracted to, right? But for some reason, the left is obsessed with this, and it's because the people that fund their campaigns are nasty and perverted, and they're demonic and they're wicked. And so when you're demonic and you're wicked, you're not interested in promoting family values. You don't want to see a masculine, exceptional man who's married, who's been serving his community and serving his country. He is the enemy. Behind the Anglo-Saxon white man, it is the heterosexual black male that is the threat. That's who they want to take out. And I'm so grateful for the heterosexual black man because overwhelmingly they led the charge in the black community to not install and not vote for Kamala Harris because it wasn't good for the country. And sadly, many of them had to do it despite opposition. They took the arrows from all of the angry black women that don't know which way is up. Vote against their own interests. A lot of these men had to say, I got to save her from herself because she's too stupid to know better. So I have to do this. Those same men saved us in Georgia from Stacey Abrams. They helped us shift the tide so that we didn't have to live under that matriarchal miscreant. And so I wanted to talk about these donations of $16,000 from this elderly couple that we're struggling to substantiate. Now, at the time of this video, as far as I know, the couple that was implicated in giving this money, so far, the wife is like, I don't know nothing about that. My husband is traveling on business, but if you would leave this document, I will share it and show it to him. Now, she seemed like she was unaware, right? And then two, if she knew about it or even knew who Jasmine Crocket was, she'd have been like, well, yes, I know Jasmine, right? And she's a friend of the family, or we support her campaign, even though we live way out here in Plano, Texas. Sheldon is doing the Lord's work right now by not just explaining or showing us what he can offer, but by showing and shining the light on the corruption is a part of Jasmine's platform. I think it's a good thing that we have a man running, because I no shade, I don't want to see another woman going against Jasmine Crocket. I don't. Women, we are capable of doing a lot of things, but right now, this is an hour that a man is needed. We need a man in charge. Like sometimes when daddy's been gone too long and the house is a wreck and in chaos, you just need him to come in and be like, all right, I'm here. Let's set things into order. And so I believe that the future of this country is going to depend upon men stepping back into their rightful place. And not only stepping back into their rightful place at the heads of their families, but once they do that, I do believe the culture will start to shift, because right now, the matriarchal squalor that we're living under, as much as we might be like, well, my mama raised me by herself and I turned out all right. Okay, well, that might be you, but the culture is saying different. Our community is overwhelmingly in the condition that it's in because of father absence. We have a lot of broken homes and disjointed families. And when you have disjointed families where the children, the vast majority, are raised by the mama, it's some deficiencies. And we're starting to see those deficiencies. And so tomorrow at 12 noon, I will be interviewing candidate Shon Daniels. He's going to tell you all about him and his vision for the 30th Congressional District. He wants to go to Washington to represent those constituents, bringing values that he believes are important for this country. And so I just wanted to highlight this corruption, allegedly. I've already had enough sharp criticism for Jasmine, and in terms of her behavior. Her behavior is so shameful and atrocious. It'd be different if she were a reality TV star on Love and Hip Hop. But this is Congress, right? Like you're a state congresswoman, And if you just using all this colorful language to express yourself when we know you know better. You know how to communicate when you want to, but for some reason, somebody told you that this is what the country needed in this hour. They needed an aggressive, foul-mouthed Black woman to lead the way. And we are saying, no, we don't want that. Now there's other foul-mouthed, aggressive, foul-mouthed women who like you, right? But I'll say this. I'm trying to be nice about this. There's a segment of our community that we don't want to claim. And it's the ones that like that behavior and thinks that, she's the bee's knees and the best thing since sliced bread. Those are the women that everybody, including men, overwhelmingly reject. So if the country is rejecting you and men are rejecting you, then they may sleep with you, but they are overwhelmingly rejecting you because they won't wife you, right? They won't wife you. They will sleep with you, but they won't wife you. America is saying we don't want that. We want someone to represent us that knows how to act. So if we got to vote you out to get that, that's what we're going to do. So I consider it an honor.
What?
An honor to bring Shon Daniels on the platform. We're going to record tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a straightforward interview. I might sit with him for about an hour or a little less. I will ask him some hard-hitting questions. I have lots of questions and things that I want to know. But I think he'll be able to provide you guys with the answers needed to determine if you want to lend your support. We're not supporting him because he's Black. We want to support him because he's got a vision and he's got a worldview that we believe is going to echo the sentiment of the rest of America, and he's going to represent that district well.
Straight up, man. So listen, I just wanted to go over that, man. I'm going to be pushing homie in his campaign. I like what he's standing for. He's standing on truth, standing on business. And I'm going now I'm gonna show y'all we talked about when women running when women is running
your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities.
Running things.
Well,
Check this out.
Some breaking news tonight at 6 as a judge has now ordered Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis to pay more than $54,000 for violating the Open Governance Act. Zach Merchant with our 11 Alive political team broke the story. And Zach, you just got a copy of that court order. What have you learned here?
We did. We just got a hold of this Fulton County Superior Court order just in the last roughly 15 to 20 minutes. In it, Judge Rachel Krause rules that DA Fani Willis violated the State Open Records Act by failing to turn over documents requested by defense attorney Ashley Merchant. The judge wrote that the defendants, the Fulton County DA's office, were openly hostile to Merchant and failed to handle her requests in good faith. Merchant had sought a copy of confidentiality agreements signed by DA's office employees, as well as a list of attorneys hired by DA Willis. Judge Krause today gave the district attorney 30 days to pay Merchant $54,000 in attorney's fees and to turn over those requested files. Spokespeople for the DA's office did not immediately return requests for comment.
So she has some campaign issues too. That's all I'm saying. That she was going through definitely having some campaign money issues, but I'm gonna open up the lines. Let me get this out of here. I'm gonna open up the lines, but is that dude John from last night that ran off? Yeah, John is a diehard Democrat, man. Let me show y'all this. Now listen, we see it. So basically, John is saying that lady that $16,000 that couple gave was legitimate. He co-signing that. When we all know that ain't nobody giving her no $16,000. But Yeah, man. Jasmine Crocket, something else, man. She is something else. John, like, what, Rick? We ain't talking about nothing. You keep avoiding my facts. John, like, ran off. Yeah, we ain't hear you no more when you was talking about the Masons was a part of the sororities and fraternities. You was like, there's no Masons a part of it. And then after that, we ain't hear you no more. We was like, all the facts came out about it and we ain't hear you in the chat no more. John probably a Mason. John like, man, I never ran off. Y'all lying more than your boy Trump. Man, you shot out. Man, Trump sending that money to Israel. All right, so look. We got Fannie. So we went over Fannie Willis, went over Jasmine Crocket. We already heard the rumors about Kamala Harris and the people that still is claiming that they owe money from Kamala Harris. It's safe to say, I want to know how John feel about George Soros. How do you spy on open foolishness? You start commenting, my guy. So either you left or you inspired on the squad. You say how you spy on foolishness. Bro, this is a good, man. We unveiling a lot on this. I can't believe you called the Standard of Truth. You called that lady a agent? Come on, John. You tripping, dude. You is tripping. I'm going to show you. We're going to show campaign did. All right, I'm finna show this. How y'all gonna act like? Check this out. I'm finna show this. Where the number? Shit. Hold on. He finna debate.
Fox News are reporting that it appears Vice President Harris left Democrats with quite a bill for her unsuccessful campaign. The party is said to be on the hook for $20 million. Fox News senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy has the details.
Kamala Harris ran an incredibly inspired campaign.
Inspired and in debt. Reportedly about $20 million worth after blowing through $1 billion in 110 days. Event production, including concerts and a sit-down with Oprah, cost $15 million. Influencers got $3.9 million. And Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network got $500,000.
Even my 3 teenage kids told me that brat girl summer is over. So why are you spending millions of dollars on Megan Thee Stallion twerking?
So the emails and texts asking supporters for money continue. The DNC tells Fox in a statement, the DNC's work continues in earnest past Election Day, and so our fundraising is continuing as well. Fundraising first, then messaging.
There is universal frustration in this country. Much of it, I actually think, justified.
Could a new DNC chair help? Democratic strategist David Axelrod is floating Rahm Emanuel's name, writing about the former Chicago mayor, one-time Obama chief of staff, and current ambassador to Japan. Dude knows how to fight and win. But a DNC insider quoted by Fox Digital says, we need new blood. We need modernization. We need somebody who understands the vastly changed new media landscape and who is willing to invest in it. Don't know that Rahm fits the bill for that. Some Democrats believe the party's problems run a lot deeper than the person in charge of the DNC.
We fought for tolerance for a long time, and suddenly we've become intolerant. So we need to think about that. And we're not going to be able to win elections if we don't at least entertain and debate a variety of views on important issues.
Democrats are united in agreement that the party needs to change to win, and not just on the issues. We know that
never seen that.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will soon be gone. Tonight, Axios is reporting that unnamed Democrats are telling them they hope Nancy Pelosi takes a backseat too. At the White House, Peter Doocy.
So her campaign ain't go too right financially. Jasmine Crockett on the hook for, and he had that same stuff that was going on with Kamala Harris. It was like it was some people that they ain't even know donated. Listen, the Divine Nine running the same play over and over again, and we just want the representation of our people to be represented right. If you Greek life, you Greek life. You can't speak on black politics anymore because it's a, you know, it just don't add up. I don't think you should be able to speak on us and speak from a Greek person perspective. So, and that's all we got in the politics. So if that's okay, we can't defend that. We can't say that's okay. That's treason. They playing they playing games, and they don't have us. We don't got no say so. So we look crazy saying what we seeing and saying that this is crazy. You know, they look at us like we just supposed to accept this stuff. But we got a lot of people pushing for this. It's crazy. I'm thinking that this is common sense. But this ain't so common. People will call you crazy. Like this ain't, you know. But shout out to the people in the chat that's holding it down. Blame on just you never provided evidence of anything. But yeah, man, y'all know how we do. We don't rock with the boule. But John, how you gonna not rock with the boule, but then you rock with Jasmine Crockett? If you rock with the boule, if you don't rock with the boule, you got kids dying right now, man, and they a part of. I got y'all. We finna get to it. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like kids is dying literally, and they'll still support somebody that's in Greek life, like, and think that is cool. I don't understand it, bro. But they'll tell us it's okay. They'll say don't support nobody that's a blood in the crib neither. They'll be like, we look at y'all the same. It's gang life. If it was Bloods and Crips in political positions only, and we seen only Bloods, Crips, GDs, Vice Lords, and these guys were the only ones that was politics and they were speaking on us, it'll be a problem, bro. We'll be like, nah, bro, nah. Just because I rock with Crop. That's like you from the South, but you rock with Seattle, Sea City, because you wear the hat. Yeah, I rock with Seattle, man. One of my main partners from Seattle. Shout out to Jamaro, man, my boy. You said Republicans are sellouts. Let me let y'all go into y'all battle. But check it, y'all. Let's play this with We Woke Now. A lot of people don't know who George Soros is, bro. How like he's behind all of these black women that they pushing on us. You feel me? He's the one that's pulling all of these strings, and a lot of people don't know he like funded the Black Lives Matter, and I'm finna go over a video about how they explaining about how he do George Soros pimping blacks. Because I don't know how he got all of these. I don't know how he got all of these women. But watch this, y'all. This guy is like J. Edgar Hoover. All right, I got him. Check this out.
For financial collapse of Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, and Russia.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Are you that powerful?
No, I think there's a great misunderstanding.
The Prime Minister of Malaysia said that the region spent 40 years trying to build up its economy, and along comes a moron like Soros with a lot of money, and it's all over. He called you a criminal.
It's easier for him to blame an outside force than to admit that they were mismanaging their economy and their currency.
He may not be doing anything that's physically taking people's lives, but he's economically and fiscally destroyed a lot of different places. I'd love to know what the heck.
So, George Soros, is he not the leader? I want to know. What's up, Cat? Cat tapping in with us. You did, John. I'm finna. Yo, John, we was looking for you last night. We was like, because you said Masons ain't have nothing to do with. What's this, George Soros? We was looking for you. I'm finna put this guy up real quick.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I'm your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, George Soros has reared his head again. He pops up every now and then. George is 91 years old, and he is still active. In fact, most of what we're seeing today in the country today is his work. The destabilization, the riots, everything is his work and his people, and I'm going to show you how he's doing it.
He donated
anyway, this article is from yesterday. George Soros donates $220 million to radical BLM groups, vows to end policing as we know it. You see, all the stuff that BLM is talking, it's George Soros. George Soros was their original donor. He was the one that gave them their seed money of $33 million. He did this while Obama was in office. George Soros' Open Society Foundation has announced an enormous $220 million donation to Black Voters Matter and Black-led justice organizations building power in Black communities across the country. The Open Society Foundation said that the huge donations will help end policing as we know it in the United States, while African Americans, including Candace Owens and Lord Jamar, accused Soros of using his money to control the Black community. I've been saying this way before Candace showed up. This is like 10 years old. This started way back, way before Candace showed up. I mean, I appreciate what she's saying, but this is a lot older than her. The largest share for the investment, $150 million, will be through a set of 5-year grants to Black-led organizations focused on racial equality, the organization announced.
2020.
In addition to 5-year grants, Open Society Foundation said it's also making a series of investments totaling $70 million in more immediate efforts to advance racial justice. This is the time for urgent and bold action to address racial justice in America. Alex Soros, George Soros' son, he's going to take over after George is gone. And the deputy chair of Open Society Foundation said in a statement, these investments will empower proven leaders in the Black community to reimagine policing, end mass incarceration, and eliminate the barriers to opportunity that have been the source of inequity for too long.
That's the
Okay, now
Democrats'
I'm going to
boss.
show you what else George has in this society,
That's
which
they
is why we're
boss right
so
there.
unstable. George not only controls Black Lives Matter, George controls at least 206 organizations in this country. I've done this before. I've done several reports on George. This is 2017. This is over 3 years ago when he had 206 organizations. And almost everybody, we've heard all these organizations'
white
names.
man, bro.
But I'm going to get all the way down to number
Why you covering
63 and
from a
show you the
white
most
man
important
like
one.
this?
I'll leave the link so you guys can read who's on this
Bro,
guy's
you
list.
crazy,
The most important one is the Democratic Party. Soros funding activities are devoted largely to helping the Democratic Party solidify its power base. In November 2003 interview, Soros stated that defeating President Bush in 2004 is the central focus of my life, a matter of life and death. He says the same thing about Trump, and I'm getting ready to show you him saying that. He pledged to raise $75 million to defeat Bush and personally donated nearly a third of that amount to anti-Bush organizations. America under Bush, he said, is a danger to the world, and I am willing to put my money where my mouth is.
Both of them are.
Okay, now let me show you what he said about Trump. He says
y'all
Soros, Trump will disappear in 2020 or even sooner. He promised to get rid of Trump. He was trying to get rid of Trump. You see all the destabilization around Trump? This is from Soros. Billionaire investor and political activist George Soros commented on the Trump administration in a speech at the World Economic Forum annual meetings in Davos. Soros declared that Trump phenomenon will disappear in 2020, calling his presidency a danger to the world. He just said that about Bush. Soros said his goal is to reestablish a functioning two-party system in the United States. This is a man who's not elected to anything, but he thinks he controls this country. Clearly, I consider the Trump administration a danger to the world, Soros said at the World Economic Forum, but I regard it as purely temporary phenomena that will disappear in 2020 or even sooner. I give President Trump credit for motivating his core supporters brilliantly, but for every core supporter he has created a greater number of core opponents who have equally strongly motivated. That's why I expect a Democrat landslide in 2018.
I'm talking about this guy George Soros though. That's what I was trying to at least put on. That he owned 206 organizations. He started the black. He donated all that money to Black Lives Matter. He's taking advantage of us. He's putting all of these women in positions, knowing that men is going to do a good job of governing in the households and stuff like that. He knows this. This is actions that's done on purpose, bro. This ain't just we getting all of these women in politics. He's trying to control them. He know he could control them women a lot easier than he can control men. So are you anti-black woman? No, I'm not anti-black woman. You see, I got Standard, the lady who was on here, Standard of Truth. We need women like that that's saying we need men leadership. You can't run a household, and I mean, it's just not going to work, in my opinion. The single moms, look at our community when we have like our moms, our single moms running the house. We need our men to say, look, this is what it is. This how we doing. They trying to rob us over there. No, we not doing this. We going like this. That's what we need. It's not a Republican or Democrat thing, John. We ain't on that. I'm not on that. I don't know what anybody else. I'm saying the Democrat Party is more using black people than anything. That's kind of how our connection is with them. The Divine Nine. Yeah, he just trolling, I think, at this point. He know what time it is. Bro. We can't cover for no George Soros, though. We can't do that, bro. You can't say, bro, they lying on this man. This man beefing with a whole nother white guys, bro. And they putting black people in the middle of it. But he doing the most of putting black people in the middle of it. He paying for Black Lives Matter. He using our face. He's doing a lot. I cover Elon and I put the X on his face. John, you can't win this one, bro. We not finna pledge to no Democratic Party. It's not happening. We not pledging. We not claiming. We gotta be independent. We not doing that. We can't do that no more, bro. No, we ain't doing it. Our ancestors ain't finna allow that. They rolling over in our grave. We ran around here talking about we Democrat. We Greek. We Greek life. Come on, man. Right. They don't try to call me anti-black woman. But y'all, George Soros is a big time. He big time scamming. Let John tell it. He ain't no scammer. I can't believe you taking up for the man. So are you taking up for the? Hold on. Now I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is what I was telling him. I bet they ain't returning nothing. Check this out. I'm gonna show y'all this. Hold on, John. I'm gonna show y'all this. SBF. Check this out.
Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX CEO, whose crypto shenanigans have left maybe 1 million people out of billions of dollars, just did the seemingly impossible when talking about his own political donations. He blasted the media for having a deep liberal bias and cut the knees out of a major conservative talking point about him at the same time. Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF, as he's referred to, who went from multi-billionaire to what he says is less than $100,000 by using client funds for another one of his businesses that then failed. It's starting to look like he was running some sort of Ponzi scheme wrapped in crypto packaging. And he did so while investing heavily in elected officials and media companies. Now, many asking if that's why he doesn't have regulators all over him already. That's for another day. But Bankman-Fried's reported donating $40 million to Democrats in the past election. And with Bankman-Fried doing the mainstream media rounds, the knives came out for him from the right, like Fox's Maria Bartiromo.
But if it's good old-fashioned fraud, why is he doing the rounds this morning? He was on GMA. He was at the New York Times Summit. Why isn't he in handcuffs? Is it because he donated $40 million to Democrats?
He was one of the biggest midterm donors to Democrats, which is being used by some on the right to mock left-leaning media coverage.
Can you imagine if Republicans got all this money before an election, held on to more seats than they were supposed to hold on to, according to historic record, and this happened? The only questions that the media would be asking is, who did you donate to? And they would be hounding them down and going to every single office on Capitol Hill, to their campaigns, and asking them and demanding answers about how they were going to get money back to the investors that he has defrauded.
Imagine if he funded the GOP. Fair question. Well, in an interview with the CoffeeZilla podcast, he revealed this bombshell.
I do need about the same amount for both parties this year.
goes the right wing channel.
No one can possibly fathom.
I'm going to the
idea that someone in practice actually gave dark.
Listen to what he
So,
say.
I don't know. All my Republican donations were dark.
Yes, Sam Bankman-Fried says he gave basically the same amount of money to both Democrats and Republicans. And his explanation for why he gave to Democrats in the open and covertly to Republicans says a heck of a lot about our media.
And the reason was not for regulatory reasons. It's because reporters freak the out if you donate to a Republican. They're all super liberal and didn't want to have that fight. So I made all the Republican ones dark.
So he's basically admitting to donating equally to both parties, which undercuts the big conservative talking point that he just funded Democrats. But he also undermines the mainstream media nonsense that they don't have a left-leaning bias. Now, he may be continuing a con here. Maybe this isn't even true. But if it is, this potential crook understood exactly how to play our politicians and media. Give the politicians.
So you want me to play a left-wing media when I'm showing you people that are independent? I showed you Standard Truth. That was independent. You over here backing. You backing George Soros like he's solid. Tell me why is George Soros? Why you backing George Soros, bro? That's what I want to know. You backing billionaires because he donate to Black Lives Matter? See, I go to right wing channel. That's your guy. Yeah, man, Bill just been in the section. He's just a Democrat, man. He's a diehard Democrat, John. You going hard for Democrat Party, bro. This man saying live. Yeah, you trolling us, John. You getting up. Listen. You trolling us, bro. You trolling us for real. We're gonna have to get you. Trolling us, man. I'm gonna tell John like Rick Ross did. What Rick Ross said to 50 Cent. But yeah, y'all, that's what I had for the show, man. John back in here. What's up, Mickey? Yeah, John in here talking about he trying to get us on the Democratic plantation. He trying to get us on the Democratic plantation. Why you support the cop, Rick Ross? I don't support 50. So he's saying, why do I support? I support my people that's, I'm calling that. I don't like how 50 moving. John need to go back to his country. John, where you from, man? All food is manufactured at plantation and sold without prescription at your local pharmacy. Okay. At a plantation is sold without prescription at your local pharmacy. Damn, bro, that's deep. For real, he thinking a correctional officer is a cop, bro. That's not a cop, bro. Right. You support somebody that's in the John, you support somebody that's in the Divine Nine, bro, that worship devils, bro. And you talking about how I support a security guard? That's not a cop, bro. Not hood either. For real, bro. That's not a cop, man. He support 50, he support Jasmine Crocket, and he support the Democratic Party. This is crazy, bro. That's devilish shit right there, bro. That's some three devilish stuff right there, boy. If you support them three, the Democrats slaughtered blacks. That's like, it's tough, bro. A hack is a cop that is burnt out. Man, we don't see, man. But you said you don't support Greek organizations too. How you gonna call somebody out for being a security guard, but you don't call people out for being Greek-like, and you black? Elon Musk Nazi and fake Rick Ross the cop. You're a sellout. Come on, man. You know he's selling. Y'all, he trying to troll. He trying to troll. We ain't on that. We ain't on that. He trolling now. You trolling. You just trying. We finna get into it. We finna get into it.
50 Cent, let these people know you really admire me. You love my style, the way I dress, the money I get. And let them know that if you really could, you would put all this shit to the side to do business with me and work with me. It's the truth. I know it is. Because when you...
But look what he say. This is why the difference between Ross and 50 Cent. He's willing to, he got people that's hugging with 50 Cent and he ain't saying nothing. If you go hug with Rick Ross and you cool with 50 Cent, he gonna be mad at you. Oh man, why you hugging with him? But listen to how Ross is like, bro, you hugging my friends and I ain't tripping on you. I can't even really hug your friends because they ain't
You see me stand next to Big Meat, your knees buckle. Oh, my ops, friends is my ops. I'm my ops, all that fake talk. But when you see my brother DJ Khaled, you hug that boy and drooled on his Amiri. You drooled. When you see little bro Flow Rider, you pick that boy up by the waist and lift him up. Woo! And that's your way of saying, Rose, let's put it to the side. I'm really a good guy. And I get it, but it ain't time for that yet. Because when I see your, I don't hug them, I don't speak to them. They po hustlers who in need of facials. Back to the money. Look, I can't really show you all this at the request of Architectural Digest, but it's a difference between renderings and when it's really going down. And it's a difference between real estate, let's say in Louisiana, and over here where it's 6,400 per square foot. So let's say if it's 6,400 per square, let's say you got 15,000 square foot to play with, you do the math, you may come up with, I don't know, 95 million. That car show on the way, make sure you get them car show tickets. 50, you could still bring that ugly Versace car you got with the Versace wrap. I ain't tripping, my nigga. Bring that shit.
But see, what he was saying was he got property on the Star Island. Y'all, everybody's saying, 50 Cent, all of this. And he needs the company, he needs the state, he needs legislation, he needs the community to even try to buy that property over there. And he talking about Ross opening up for 30,000. All I'm saying is both of them, like Kylan said, both of them Masons, but 50 is just destructive. He's not trying to see nobody work with other people. He had some people that was cool with 50 Cent that they couldn't work with certain artists, that later on he goes and squashed the beef with Jadakiss and other artists. He squashes the beef so he could do business with them, but he stopped some of his men that was around him from doing business that they could have did business because you had beefs. He's not somebody that's good that you can have to do business with. So he trying to do business. I think Ross was trying to end the beef back when 50 discussed getting the BMF song. Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure Ross seems like if it's gonna make some money and it's gonna advance them, he's open to it. He don't care about all of that. He ain't telling Flo Rida and DJ Khaled, man, don't shake 50 Cent hand. I don't want to see you do business with him. Like, that's lame to me, bro. Like, let people do business with people and let them prosper. 50 will tell his mans, just, no, don't do business with him because I'm beefing with him. And then he'll squash the beef 3 years later, and you ain't got the same opportunities that you had 3 years before then that you could have worked with Fat Joe and Jada Kiss them. No, man. Yeah, he never did what 50 did. So he's getting more love right now. People looking at him. This is why he's winning this battle right now. Because he's working with people. He's standing next to people. He's with Bow Wow. He with Meech. He with Floyd Mayweather. He with all these guys. And you talking about he's a correctional officer. This man is uniting with brothers. He's showing us that. $50 kind of petty, Ross kind of egoistic. Yeah. Make up your MAGA mind, bro. We FBA, man. Why he thinking we putting us on all of that? But yeah, man, 50 winning the battle when 50 canceled his show. They say he had the FBI came up to the show with paperwork and told them boys to get out of there. So, I mean, he canceled the show all he want. That's what he want to do, bro. He trying to cancel shows. He's trying to tear black man down, bro. He trying to do this and do that. He ain't just trying to really put people in position like this. Yeah, they both make too much money to be beefing, but we need to get 50 Cent up out of there because he's a cancer to me, bro. 50 had a whole city. Ross had canceled show. Yeah, he about business, man. And that's what we trying to be on FBA. We trying to be about business, but we gonna have definitely. We don't rock with you, you divine Niners. We trying to tap into the family and decode what's going on. For real, I'm trying to decode this. I'm speaking to the tribe to let them know, and then she put waste of intelligence. But yeah, man, that's just. But definitely, I'm for all of this. We need our men stepping back up, leading, pointing us out at what's going on. That's all we doing. But we ain't on that Democrat party. We ain't on that Democrat train no more. It's gone. It's gone, bro. I know they want us back, too. I know they want us back. I know they want us back. Now I'm finna check out a little bit of my Tim Black, man, before we head on that. I will open up. So it ain't just me. You're gonna see it's a lot of black people
who went to that private school that cost $35,000 a year. I mean,
that feel like this.
Who came from the hood, then went to college that cost $58,000 a year. I mean, and paid out of pocket. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Was I supposed to say all that on the mic? But Tim, black people can have money. I know, but why they gotta talk like they're from the hood when they not? I'm just saying.
Tim Black, man.
Jasmine Crockett's been labeled the new face of the Democratic Party by political commentator extraordinaires such as Charlamagne the God and great comedian talent, rivaling Richard Pryor, the one and only amazing Andrew Schultz.
Oh, let's go to the Putin's whole thing. This is good. This is good. Putin, I want to know what Schultz thinks about this.
Talk to me. If you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
What I will say about Jasmine, that's how I want to hear Democrats talk.
Goddamn right.
Like, I love that. Like
low key, it's
right.
sticky. It's also relatable. Like Democrats, you got to stop talking like these Ivy League weirdos who are careful about every single word they use. It's completely unrelatable. A girl that talks like that, tell me tell me you don't feel as a working class American, which is who you really need to get back. Tell me you don't feel relatability to that.
That's what you need to have on Flagrant.
I would love that.
You need to have Jasmine Crockett on Flagrant. But Jasmine Crockett is the face of the Democratic Party. There is nobody other than AOC. I got to give AOC props because I like what she's doing right now. Other than AOC, there is nobody that's being objective about the bullshit coming from both sides.
Anyway, I'm having too much fun. Let me get to this. One of my recent segments on Jasmine Crockett was some statements she made about immigration that were dead wrong. Let's go, Johnson.
With Tim Black.
Here it is.
But what they're not telling the American people is that it is a civil violation. It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime.
It's a crime to enter the country illegally on Title 8, United States Code 1325, and it's really pathetic that any member of Congress don't understand what the law says. They wrote the law. They enacted the law. They're signed by president. It's a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. If you've entered prior, it's a felony. So, I've been saying this for
because she's getting money.
And I getting money. AOC years ago during the hearing that it's a crime to enter this country illegally, and we're going to enforce those laws.
Holman responded to Jasmine Crockett, and he said exactly what it is. Said that she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's embarrassing that she would lie. And look, it gets worse than that because I believe she knows it's a crime, but she knows that a lot of people that follow her won't look it up. Because it's information. And you might have to look in a book. And we know how some people feel about books. Oh, no! Knowledge! Oh, no! They hate that. They hate that almost as much as they hate their natural hair growing out their heads. Listen, man, we got a problem, and the problem is Jasmine Crockett. But you know what I was thinking about earlier today? I was thinking, not everybody's upset that Jasmine Crockett is showing her ass. I can think of at least one black female politician that's happy Jasmine Crockett's on the scene because it took some of the heat off her ass.
Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henry, the people's mayor. So I heard you guys
support her too?
Yeah, they looking for you,
John,
to throw your ass out of office. And they succeeded. Folks, Tiffany Henry is out of office, man. Yeah, she's out of office. And I heard there's another probe. There is investigation after investigation after investigation.
No, he support her too.
Whenever I see Tiffany Henry, I think about people who stole payday loans with those PPP loans. Yeah, I think about people that put in all their PPP loan money, right? And then think that they would live long enough to have to pay that shit back or go to jail. That's all I think about. I just think about these people who live in the moment. I think about that sister that was working for Facebook that was leading up their DEI initiatives who sold like $5 million. Like they wasn't going to miss $5 million at some point. Like, I know Facebook is like a multi-billion-dollar company, but you got to imagine at some point they're going to be like, where that a few million go? I don't know. It's just people that they do things and it's like they never expect the roosters to come home to roost. And that would be Tiffany Henry, man. Yeah, they got her up out of there. And
they needed to.
I don't know. I was watching some of the reactions from people in Dalton County when they got her out. Now, she didn't even win her primary. So they weren't able to remove her. She stayed. She lasted. As corrupt as she was, she lasted all the time until it was time for another election. And that's when they got rid of her.
There she go. Tiffany Tahoe Henry. Tiffany Tahoe Henry.
I'm not going to answer it. Because remember, I got the tea with the receipts. Matter of fact, if you want the tea, get it from me. Go tell that.
A packed gym room at the Homewood Flossmoor Park District erupts in cheers. as the Democratic Party caucus for Thornton Township decided to deny embattled current township supervisor Tiffany Hindert's name from being on the ballot in April. State Senator Napoleon Harris now nominated as the Democratic challenger for that position.
So to hear the people tonight, you heard them express how wonderful it was to finally get rid of her.
It was the first time in 30 years that township Democrats used a caucus to determine who will be on the ballot. Those seeking the nomination for township supervisor needed all 8 people for that slate, which includes supervisor, highway director, clerk, assessor, and 4 trustees. Hindyard did not have a certified assessor on her ticket, deeming her invalid for consideration. Current Thornton Township trustee Chris Gonzalez earning the Democratic nomination for a trustee spot under Harris's slate.
We want to get the township back on track, back to where we feel it should be.
Hindyard was appointed Thornton Township supervisor in 2022 and also serves as the mayor of Dalton. Tuesday night's decision comes as Hindyard has faced criticism over township spending while also disputing with trustees.
What's currently going on, I'm disappointed, but what I'm looking for in the future is hope.
Pay their landowners.
We ain't getting
Are you
that.
tired of paying taxes on your raw
They
vacant
gatekeeping.
land? Did you inherit?
See, George Soros put people like this in our office.
Now, Hindyard can still run for Dalton mayor, but in order to run for township supervisor, she'll have to be a write-in candidate.
Next on deck.
So that was exactly what I was about to look up. So let me get this right. She's still running for mayor. She running for mayor even though she's under all these indictments, man. Like all these new investigations. I just saw another one launched. That is something, man. That is brazen. Yeah. Tiffany's been out of the news only because of Jasmine Crocket.
Man.
They do bear some things in resemblance. They do.
Yeah.
Some things they kind of share together. They're making up stuff as they go and loving themselves a little bit too much. And something that my brother brought up, one of my comments from the last show, shut yourself out, man. He mentioned something that I hadn't noticed until I looked at until he brought it up. Jasmine Crockett is a narcissist. She really is. I mean, who does an interview with a picture of themselves on the wall behind them? And that says a lot, you know? That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people put their diplomas. I got my YouTube thing up there, over here, back there. You see it. But picture of myself? Why would you need a picture of yourself when you're in the picture of the frame? So I just saw an interview that Jasmine Crockett did where that we commented on this show that she did with pictures of herself on the wall. So she's like walking around her living room looking at herself.
So shout out to Tim Black TV, man. Standard of Truth podcast. Standing on business. So yeah, man, we I don't know, John, man. You talking about 90% of the people is voting Democrat, or y'all got 90% of black people. I think y'all got 90% of Greek life. Y'all probably got 100% of Greek life. And then the churches. I give y'all got the churches, y'all got Greek life, and these organizations. Man, I love how y'all be coming through in the chat. But yeah, y'all tried to give y'all a good one. Yeah, good one. Yeah, he ran off now. He gone. He out of here now. But yeah, guys, they're gonna be trying to come for us and trying to get us back on the plantation. But oh man, I appreciate y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. But yeah, we just pushing. So stand on that, water guard. You saying that most black folks don't vote Democrat? No, I mean, cause I'm saying y'all do got Greek life. Y'all do got the churches, the pastors. Y'all got all of them. The Divine Nine. Y'all got some people that got influence. Y'all got some of the people that could influence a lot of people to vote Democrat. But I'm not gonna say it's just 90% of it now. 90% of black people. Back in the day, but I'm saying today, no, I don't think 90% of black people are saying we voting Democrat. But this is anecdotal. This is just anecdotal from what I'm seeing. You know, back in the day, y'all had 90%. But to say today y'all got the same 90% as back in the day, no, bro. It's changed, baby steps. This man trying to convince us that Democrats, right? 90% of black people gonna vote Democrat. So 10%. So think about it. Out of 100 people, you see 10 black people, 9 of them gonna vote Democrat. That's what he's saying. %90 of black voters was Democrat. So you mean to tell me if we get of black voters were Democrat? So you mean to tell me if you get 10 of us, 9 of us are Democrats. If you put 10 of us together right now, 9 of us are gonna vote Democrat. That's what you're saying? That's correct. I don't believe that. Not right now. I don't know what stat you had, but I know 10 people right now. I'm saying it probably was back in the day. Y'all had they had a strong hold. The Democrats had a strong hold on black people, but that's starting to slip away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We gotta move. You know, you gotta move in silence. Know what I'm talking about? Hold on, I get that stat for you, source. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a stat too, John. They said that black women don't go through pain. They put black women through pain to just see and show that they didn't go through that. You talking about black? Are we anti-black women? And those doctors was Democrats who did that. You want some facts about that? If I show you some of the stuff that Democrats did that was like racist, that was done to your people, would that make you still? I know they gave us something to eat when we was, when we was hungry. So you think we supposed to praise him? John really believe in false narratives. He got to, bro. You don't think George Soros trying to pimp us, bro? What they did to our people, bro? Like, I'm shocked that he'll even vote. Appreciate you, JD, for tapping in. Y'all going in, and we were Republican at that time. Shout out Turtle Clan. For real, man. All I'm saying is it's disrespectful, bro. To play with our people. Get money off our people, man. They put our people on cans and food they was selling and didn't pay them. The music companies. It's crazy, bro. Saying they came up with the voting rights. Yeah, they about to come up with some voting rights for them immigrants too. They about to get them immigrants. Y'all trying to get them immigrants over here, bro, and then get them they voting rights so y'all can stand. That's what they trying to do, bro, because they know they losing the vote. They know black people like, no, we ain't voting for them. If that was the case, if they got 90% and they still got 90% right now, they wouldn't want no immigrants coming over here. They want them immigrants coming over here so they can turn them over into voters. Now tell me I'm lying, John. You can't. You know that's facts too, bro. People definitely a Rolling fan while you coon for Trump. Oh, that's lies too. Oh man. You see Jasmine caking trying to get people over here. You just said, look, this is the proof right here, John, from what you said. You said the Democrats came up with the voting rights and civil rights bill. They're going to give voting rights to them immigrants. You don't think they're going to give voting rights to them immigrants if they can get them over here? Jasmine Crockett, a Democrat already in the Congress, is telling you that we want illegal immigrants over here so they can pick my food and doing all that kind of stuff. Put up documentation. I'm putting up the documentation you put up. I'm saying you put that the Democrats came up with the voting rights. So I'm saying, would they come up with voting rights for the immigrants? Because y'all in love with them so much. You want them over here. That ain't documentation. Thank you, Kylan. That's documentation, bro. I'm coming off of what the document. I already know the play. You just want me to support you with that. I already know the play they got going on. He put documentation trumps conversation. So we know the Democrats is in the giving voting rights. That's documentation. We know y'all trying to get them immigrants over here. Jasmine Crockett just said it. Documentation, right? She love that them immigrants is over here. That's all we got to know. That's documented. We know what the play is. We don't need y'all to do it for us to know that you're trying to do this. We know what you're trying to do. We calling out your play before you make it. You ever played chess before? And you see somebody finna make a move before they even make it, you like, nah, I ain't even finna let you make this move. Come on, man. Y'all trying to have new Americans over here, new slaves. You want new slaves. You don't like the way the people working over here. They don't want to work. They'll sit out and be homeless. They'll just sit out there and not work. You don't like that. If people not working in this system, bro, they don't like that. They got to bring them people in. So y'all hate immigrants? Bro, ain't nobody, listen. Every country you go to, you can't just go in there and just do what you want to do. Kill people and rob people, bro. It's a lot of gangs that was over here. The Venezuela gang. It's a lot of stuff. And it hurts us. Bringing immigrants over here is going to bring the quality of work down because they're going to do stuff just for peanuts. And they're not going to respect what our ancestors built here. And they're going to devalue our work, bro. You named after chess. You playing sellout checker. This bag is shut out, bro. So we didn't already have gangs? Yeah, we had gangs. But 1904 is when that Divine Nine game came. What you mean stop hating the immigrants? It's people, it's the Democrats that want them here and they want to use them for cheap labor. That's the problem. And it's messing up our economy. I am playing it today. Y'all asked me for the rep. That's all I'm saying. So John loved immigrants. He loved them immigrants. John, that's crazy. He said, why would you want illegal migration in your country? For real. He got to be an immigrant. I want to know where his lineage is from. Yeah, what's in the end? But yeah, man. Yep, Democrats want immigrants because we are inclusive. I love immigrants. I don't hate like y'all. Damn, you love immigrants, bro. That's crazy, bro. You ain't saying I love my American people. I love the people that's here. It's crazy, bro. Y'all Democrats something else. I tell you that. Y'all is something else, boy. Y'all will say I love immigrants. They pick my food. They make my tacos. Looking for some passport poom poom John. Yeah, for real. He be on that. Be flying in them Thailand women. I'm born and raised where is a green hat is at a liberal Dem city. Dang, that's crazy, bro. He banging a Democrat. You banging, John. He banging. He is banging. Till wanna rob his ass. He is banging, bro. He banging that Democrat. Real, we're gonna have to come up with them a flag. Even these Candace black broads. Democrats got John set tripping. For real, man. Dang. John, have you ever worked for the Democratic Party before, bro? Have you ever took a check from the Democratic Party? Water God is banging a Democrat hat. This ain't the. I would have took it off right now. John, shut up, man. I appreciate y'all though tapping in on this. Wave your red or flag, John. We got to get them a flag. You know, have you took Republican money? No. I'm saying because I know people that Democrats, they'll have you calling their call centers. I had a partner that did that. You be calling their call centers asking people for donation money. Democrats, y'all be paying for that. People be doing that. Take off my Democratic hat, man. He working hard for them right now. I'm telling y'all, bro, they be having a little call center where Democrat people be calling people asking them for donations, bro. Blowing people's phone up. No, but if you ain't a Democrat, you automatically a Republican. For real. That's how he feel. Like, yeah, no, bro. I don't even go like that, bro. Dial a phone and donate them. Y'all shut up, bro. For real, the Democrats be po hustling, dog. They really be po hustling, pimp hustling, hustling the po pimping. They just no, man. I ain't doing that. Po pimping. That's what they be doing. They be po pimping. Pimping the po people, man. Yeah, because it ain't about politics. It ain't about swag, John. Man. But y'all, this weekend, man, we're going to have a good show. Have a good show. I'm going to have Trev on. We're going to do some stuff. Yeah, man, John, bro, they calling you an Oreo, man. Straight up po pimping. That's what they do, po pimping. But they're probably going to sell ugly Teslas. For real. But yeah, y'all, man, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Smash that like button for me. We're going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to try to get us a guest for tomorrow. He can dance, y'all. Don't tell me you right here tap dancing now. But peace and love to everybody. Y'all stay safe out there. We're going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to have a guest. I'm going to open up them lines. So who ran again? No, you ain't run tonight. No, you ain't run, but you ran last night. We was looking for you, boy. Yeah, I'm going to get Trail. I'm going to get him on Sunday if I can. But I'm going to try to get Introvert, man. Try to get Introvert. Yeah, family. He put, I never ran live. Man, listen, I love and appreciate y'all, man. We got to stick together. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man, and let's stay connected. Let's stay united and keep pushing forward. Let's get it tomorrow, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace and love.